All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Time to check out this video here. It's another one. A lot of you members have asked me to check out this video, and it's been a little while now. Let me see exactly. It is 4 weeks old, this video, so it's taking me a month. But this one is titled "The Most Absurd Michael Jordan Stat You've Ever Heard." And y'all know me, man. I'm a sucker for some positive vibes in a Jordan video that is probably going to be a statistic that I've never heard of, and I always appreciate it, honestly, because growing up watching him, I mean, dude, there's nothing like it. There is nothing like him, nothing like him since. And you know, you watch growing up, and you think maybe I'm just biased, and then you start a YouTube channel like I did, and you end up seeing all these ridiculous stats that not only prove, like, back up everything you've been saying, but actually lift it to another level where it's like, holy crap, I was selling Jordan short, if anything, you know. Anyways, let's get right into this guy. This is from the channel Eddie Buckets. I'm going to link the original video down below in the description for all of you guys if you want to check out his channel. You also see a list of channel members. Shout out to channel members. I appreciate you all. Guys, let's get right into this. Like the video if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. Leave a comment. All that stuff helps YouTube to go, all right, people like this video. Anyways, let's get right into it. And the first thing is I see the very first second of this video. It says, "I was kind of sick while making this video, so my voice is kind of off." I've been there, man. I feel that. So just so you know, if the voice sounds a little off from Eddie, that's why.
Want to hear an absurd Michael Jordan stat?
Yeah.
When we talk about insane, absurd, mind-boggling, and borderline psychotic individual playoff series, Michael Jordan is the greatest to ever do it, and I don't even think it's remotely close. Game score is a stat that combines everything a single player contributes to the game of basketball.
Playoff series, huh? Dude, if he's gonna do the 93 finals, that's messed up. But if he's not gonna do that, it might be the one against the Miami Heat. I don't know if that was 92 or 93.
And puts it all into one nice, neat number. To give you guys some context about how good or bad a single game score is, a game score of around 0 to 10 is what your average role player puts up. Think about a typical game from Jackson Hayes. A game score of around 10 to 20 is what a typical all-star would put up. Think of Jaylen Brown on a normal night. A game score of about 20 to 25 is what a top NBA superstar puts up on a nightly basis. Think Luka Doncic on a normal Tuesday night.
Fair enough.
However, any game score over 25 will put you in NBA history with some of the greatest games of all time. For example, Giannis Antetokounmpo in early November of last season recorded the highest game score of the season.
Jeez.
With a stat line of 59 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals plus blocks, only 3 turnovers, and he shot
only 3 turnovers.
34 from the field.
Jeez.
This gave Giannis a game score of 54.2 that night. Not only was this the best game from the 2024-25 season, but this was statistically the 17th greatest game of all time.
Dang.
Now, do you know what's harder?
17th. Hold up. Oh, we got Michael Jordan.
But
I don't want to blow it, though. I don't want to blow it.
17th
I didn't see the date. I actually did not see the date.
Now, do you know what's harder than having one of the greatest games of all time? Doing it for 4 to 7 straight games in the playoffs.
Okay, let's do
this.
Right
here, we have a chart showing the greatest playoff series of all time, according to the game score stat.
How is this not the 93 finals?
Reggie Miller's 1993 series versus
or is
the Knicks,
it?
where he lit up New York for 31 points a game on 53% shooting is right here.
Nice.
KD's series against the Spurs in 2016 in round 2 is right here. Curry in the 2022 NBA Finals makes an appearance at 23.2.
That's a good one.
LeBron's 2016 Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals series rank very close to each other, around 25 to 26. Michael Jordan's sweep against Orlando in 96 and his sweep against Detroit in 91 both find their way up here. Moving up the chart now, we have more Michael Jordan in the late 80s and 1991 versus Showtime.
Okay.
We have Shaq's 2 best series.
That makes sense. The NBA Final Series
Ever.
Hold up.
1991 versus Showtime. We have Shaq's 2 best series ever. The 2000-2002 NBA Finals. Jokic's 2023 series versus Phoenix. And Giannis's 2021 NBA Finals rank way too high to be ignored.
Oh, man. We've all seen videos like this. He's going to zoom out and go way up there, and then we're going to see MJ somewhere. Hey, not bad for a mouse.
And of course, we find LeBronto near the upper limits of this chart, where LeBron James famously swept the 1-seeded Raptors in 2018 with a bunch of substitute teachers by his side. But even what the King has done in the playoffs doesn't even compare to MJ's best, because Michael Jordan has the best playoff series of all time in 1988 against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, 88. 88. Okay. I was not expecting this. Let's go.
Where the man dropped, maybe 45, 5, 4, 3 on 56% shooting with a game score of 34. Well, actually, I'm lying though. This is only Jordan's 3rd best playoff series. Air Jordan has a peak playoff series of 38.4. Michael Jordan in this completely ludicrous playoff series averaged, embrace yourselves, 45, 9, 6, and 3 on 60% shooting. These are like 2K My Career numbers on rookie settings. For context, LeBron James' best playoff series, according to GameScore, is against the Raptors in 2018, where LeBron pretty much soloed the 1-seeded Raptors in a 4-game series. The gap between LeBron's best playoff series and Jordan's best playoff series is a larger gap than Kawhi's 2019 NBA Finals when he took down the Warriors. It's a larger gap than Steph Curry's unreal 2022 NBA Finals. It's even a larger gap than LeBron's 2016 3-1 comeback in the NBA Finals. And this isn't just one lucky playoff series. Michael Jordan has 5 individual playoff series.
Interesting.
That are better than LeBron's best. Michael Jordan is the only player to have a game score of over 35 in a series, and he has the most 30 or higher series game scores of all time. Michael Jordan still holds the crown for unreal playoff series, despite nearly 30 years of basketball history after Jordan's prime, and no one has quite come up with what the Black Cat did in his prime. Today, we're going to be looking through some absolutely insane, psychotic Michael Jordan stats that might just blow your mind, so be sure to have your popcorn ready.
All right, I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back here. Well, my second guess was this Miami series. It turns out that's right. And 92, guys, I've been saying it for a while. The 92 Bulls, all the Bulls were great. Jordan was at a peak. I don't know what this was, but I've been kind of arguing a little bit that the 92 Bulls might be the greatest Bulls team of all time. Defense is a big reason.
Speaking of food, I'd like to welcome today's sponsor, Factor 75.
Nice.
When life gets real busy for me, from going to school to trying to exercise in the gym to spending time with loved ones, and of course making these videos, cooking real meals usually falls to the bottom of my list. That's why Factor 75 has been a real game changer for me. Living an active and healthy lifestyle isn't easy when you're short on time. Factor gives me fresh, never frozen meals that are ready in just 2 minutes in the microwave, so I'm fueled up and can get right back to the gym or editing a video. They just doubled the size of their menu to over 80 rotating weekly meals, including double the seafood and high protein options like salmon, shrimp, beef fillets, and turkey. Plus, they've added more Mediterranean and Asian inspired flavors, so eating clean never gets boring. I've been using Factor to keep my routine consistent. No more late night junk food runs. My favorite meal right now is the roasted garlic chicken with mashed potatoes and green beans. It tastes like a restaurant meal, but it's portion controlled and fits my goals. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code EddieBuckets FB50 to get 50% off your first factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code EddieBuckets FB50 at factor75.com. 50% off plus free breakfast for a whole year. Offer valid for new customers only.
All right, guys, there you go.
Well, it really can be a spectacular night for the Bulls as Jordan has come up with another steal.
Now, this is Michael Jordan, of course, but specifically from his rookie year. Now, most of Michael Jordan's unreal stats, feats, and accomplishments came later into his career, but to find a really hidden, obscure Jordan stat, we have to go all the way back to 1984.
84.
Michael Jordan was drafted as the 3rd overall pick in the 1984 draft, and he did not disappoint in year 1.
Oh, no.
From the gate, you could already tell that this wasn't just another lottery pick, but he showed flashes of one of the greatest players to ever lace up on the hardwood. MJ, in just his rookie year, was already averaging 28.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, and 2.4 steals a game.
It's crazy, too, because back then, okay, to shoot 51.5 when, I mean, he was a rookie. He's the primary scorer, and like he didn't even know how to like really work the double teams yet, you know, because this was all new to him. And still, so you got to imagine he's taking some low percentage shots, but and he's scoring 28 points to back it up. So it's not like he's not taking those shots to still get 51%. Like we've seen the highlights, we've seen the crazy shots he was taking, those crazy jumpers, double, triple clutch. How the hell are you shooting 51%, man? Right off the bat, he was getting 6 assists, 2.4 steals, 1 block, setting the tone. Incredible.
Here's the list of every NBA rookie in history to have this stat line. Yeah, it's just MJ. Even if we include all seasons in league history, even outside just rookies, there have only been 9 total seasons where a player had a stat line of 28, 6, 5, and 2. And do you know what makes this feat so ridiculous? Most NBA players typically have their worst shooting splits in their rookie season.
Oh, yeah.
Getting used to the adjustments of facing against a new pool of world-class talent, different roles on their new NBA team, and the wear and tear on their bodies from their first ever 82-game season. But not Michael Jordan.
Nope.
Air Jordan is one of 13 rookies to score at least 20 points a game in their first year and shoot over...
Wow. Bill Cartwright, too. Look at that. Walter Davis, Terry Cummings, Ralph Sampson, not surprised. Shaq, oh yeah, makes sense. Zoe, David Robinson, Hakeem, yeah. Dude, but 28 points, 21 for Timmy. I'm surprised it was that high. That's awesome. Zion, interesting. 58%. Yeah, he was dunking like a monster. So was Blake at that point. There's MJ at 28. It's crazy when you're drafted to a bad team and you're gonna pull out numbers like this.
50%. Rookie MJ was a 6'6", sub 200-pound guard in the 1980s, putting up scoring splits equal to that of 7-footers. But the madness doesn't stop there for rookie Jordan. MJ in 1985 raced the Bulls 11 wins, taking them from the second worst record in the league in 1984 at 27-55 to the 7th seed in the East with a record of 38-44 in 1985. Now, past the NBA-ABA merger, MJ in 85 made up one of 18 rookies to ever be selected for an All-Star game. He's one of 4 rookies to make an All-NBA team and the only rookie in the modern era to lead the league in total points as a rookie. Yes, Michael...
Whoa, I forget about that. He was a scoring champion in his rookie season?
Jordan in 1985 scored a ridiculous 2,313 points. More total points
Alex
that
English,
year than players like Purvis Short, Dominique Wilkins, Alex English, and 1985
Bird.
MVP winner Larry Bird.
That's
now, if we were to
crazy.
actually rank where Michael Jordan was in terms of the best players in the league in 1985, where would you rank him? MJ was going against other greats in the middle of their primes in 1985.
As crazy as it sounds, I might rank him 3, right behind Bird, Magic, and then who's who? It's got to be MJ, right?
like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bernard King, Isaiah Thomas, Sidney Moncrief, Alex English, and Terry Cummings, and more. According to some popular advanced stats like PER, value over replacement, box plus minus.
He's going to make a case that he was the best player in the league in his rookie year, isn't he?
It's not a crazy statement to say that Michael Jordan was a top 2 player in the league in 1985. Air Jordan with hair placed top 2 in the main 4 advanced stats of PER, win shares, box plus minus, and value over replacement.
By the way, just look at what a badass 84-85 Bird was.
Yeah, this isn't a typo. There's a legit argument to be made that rookie Michael Jordan was better than peak Magic Johnson,
Crazy.
Bernard King, Isaiah Thomas, and Sidney Moncrief. Michael in 1985 was an absolute demon on the hardwood. He was a scoring machine that had a crazy first step, unreal hang time, and was already one of the best slashers in the game. Now, when I first saw rookie Jordan's stat line, these crazy numbers reminded me of someone. While SGA doesn't have the same type of explosive burst to the rim and relies more on mid-range shots, both players...
It's ironic, the timing of that, since I just reacted to that doc yesterday.
Are among the top drivers in the NBA, along with their eerily similar builds.
6'6", 200.
Along with this, Shea's stat line in 2025 is pretty identical to rookie Jordan. While SGA has rookie MJ beaten by a pretty good margin for scoring, both players put up very similar amounts of rebounds and assists. Both players definitely...
Good shooting percentages, yeah. And you could just adjust this for inflation, you know? And it's... I'm pretty sure back in 84, 28 points would equal 32 points at this point. So these numbers are very similar. He's right. He's very, very correct.
Contributions on the defensive end. Both players have a nearly same field goal percentage, and both players have nearly identical free throw shot logs. Now, going back to that value over replacement stat from earlier, a stat that shows the estimated value that a player brings to the court compared to the average NBA player. 2025 SGA slightly sits on top of him at 8.8 compared to Jordan's 7.3 in 1985. SGA's 2025 campaign was an all-time great season.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is I believe that was SGA's like 6th year or 7th year. So like SGA's hitting his peak. So we're comparing peak SGA to rookie Michael Jordan. It's already wild.
And there's no doubt about that, except Michael Jordan has 8 individual seasons that rank higher than 2024-25 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, that's not a typo. Michael Jordan has 8 seasons that are better than the season where SGA won
MVP.
Every award known to mankind.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan...
That's why a lot of us say Michael Jordan could have easily won 10 MVPs if it wasn't for voter fatigue and all that. And also like needing to be like one of the best teams in the league. Like all these things that they never actually list are requisites for winning MVP, but we all know it's the case. You got to have one of the top contending teams. You got to what? I already forgot my train of thought. Let's go.
1985 was just getting started, where he would completely tear up the league in the following seasons.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and the voter fatigue. So it's really hard to win back-to-backs. That's all I was going to say. Sorry, guys. And then...
Here's James. He was looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal. Got a piece of it. Waiting.
Dwayne Wade is one of the greatest slashers the game of basketball's ever seen. Nicknamed the Flash, one second you would be face to face with him on the perimeter, and the next moment this 6'4" guard would be throwing down posters on your favorite big man. D. Wade during the mid to late 2000s was one of the most unstoppable slashers the game has ever seen.
I agree.
Now, taking a look at the complete opposite end of perimeter scorers, we have Carmelo Anthony. Melo during the early 2010s was arguably the greatest mid-range player the game had ever seen. I mean, you could lock this guy in a phone booth, and he would have absolutely zero trouble getting a bucket. Now, what do you get when you take the slashing abilities from late 2000s Dwayne Wade and the mid-range assassinry of New York Knicks Carmelo Anthony?
Could it be Michael Jordan?
Well, you might have just created Michael Jordan in his prime.
Yeah.
The other day, I was going through my daily procrastination when I ran into this subreddit. The title reads, according to tracking stats, Michael Jordan was arguably both the best slasher and mid-range shooter of all time. Now, this is a pretty bold take.
Okay.
Dominating two opposite ends of offense at the same time should be impossible.
I mean, it's also different because if you take 80s Jordan, that is probably the greatest slasher of all time. And if you take like late 80s and all the rest of his career Jordan, that's the best mid-range. I think we can all agree on that one, right? That's the best mid-range shooter we've ever seen, taking into account percentage, where he can shoot, which was anywhere. You know, he can do it in a post or he can do it open looks, wide open, contested, double team, didn't matter.
Right? This article goes on to explain how in the 1996-97 season, the first season that the NBA officially started counting specific player shooting data, that Michael Jordan shot in between 49 and 51% from mid-range. Pretty impressive, taking into account that he had the third highest efficiency and the first highest volume of mid-range shots. Now in 1997, MJ was still one of the greatest players of all time, but he was 33 years old and was starting to regress compared to his former younger self. Luckily for us though, this Reddit thread also gave us a link to unofficial shooting data from 126 games from the 1990, 91, and 92 NBA season.
Oh boy.
The time I would consider to be Jordan's peak on RealGM.com almost blew me away. Michael Jordan threw 126 unofficially tracked games in the early 90s, shot nearly 75% from the rim, 59% from the paint overall, 51% from mid-range, and 38% from three.
Whoa. Damn. MJ can't shoot threes, huh? He couldn't fit in with this era, huh? Okay.
These numbers are crazy efficient in the 90s.
That's disgusting.
And even 35 years later, these numbers would still put you among the best in the league. For context, SGA in 2025 was the best scorer in the league, and he shot around 69% from the rim, 59% from the paint overall, 50% from mid-range, and 37% from three.
Do we start a new campaign? Jordan was a better three-point shooter than SGA? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Near identical numbers as prime MJ. Now, digging even deeper into this website, it gives us Michael Jordan's tendencies and numbers in isolation, and they were pretty shocking. Not only are these numbers impressive, to no one's surprise, but the one metric that stands above the rest was that Michael Jordan during these 126 games shot 63.7% when he was driving to the rim.
Also, I mean, just look how balanced his game is. Pull-up jumpers versus driving to the basket. It's 50-50 odds. So you have to play him honest. There's no way around it. You can't just play him, oh, he's going to take a jumper. No, he will blow by you and drive to the basket. And then he'll shoot 64%. Or you sag off him, and then he's going to shoot 50% with a jumper in your face. What are you going to do? How do you stop
Once
him?
again, for context, SGA in 2025 shot exactly 60% while he was driving to the basket. Now, Choke Paul 3 and making the claim that Michael Jordan is the greatest slasher and mid-range shooter ever is kind of hard to defend with real tangible evidence because we don't have any advanced shooting data from MJ's first 11 years of his career. But does MJ have the greatest slashing and mid-range combo peak we've ever seen? Was there a player during any point in their career that dominated the mid-range and attacking the rim in the same time like early 90s Jordan did? Well, to figure this out, I handpicked the top 25 slashing seasons from 1997 to 2025. I used pure paint scoring numbers instead of driving numbers for a couple of reasons. Driving NBA stats are really hard to find, and what counts as a drive versus what counts as a cut, post-up, transition, or anything in between has been measured differently in this 28-year period.
And especially with guards, I think it's fine. It's the best you can do anyways, you know? But if you're in the paint as a guard, you're probably driving to the basket.
So for the sake of consistency, I found the paint scoring numbers of players that do most of their paint scoring from drives anyways.
Yeah.
Taking a look at this chart, we have some of the greatest individual seasons of all time. We have efficiency from the paint on the x-axis and the amount of paint makes on the y-axis. Allen Iverson in 2001 made nearly 400 shots in the paint, but was pretty inefficient doing it. We have other Hall of Fame slashing seasons like 2017 Westbrook, 2011 D Rose, and 2019 James Harden.
Nice.
2003 Kobe actually fell lower than I thought. 2025 Shea, 2009.
What year was that?
Shea.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
2003 Kobe actually fell lower than I thought.
Okay.
2025 Shea, 2009 Wade, and 2023 Luka all surprised me with how much paint scoring they were doing. And to really no one's surprise, 2013 LeBron James and 2021 Giannis pretty much dominate this chart with the most makes and highest efficiency at the same time down low. Now where's early 90s Michael Jordan, you ask?
Boy.
Numbers adjusted for an 82 game season, and MJ is right here. Now, Eddie, I thought you said that these were absurd Michael Jordan stats. MJ looks pretty normal in here. Very true point, viewer.
I'm sorry. Very true point, viewer. Okay. All right. Yeah, you got me. I'm thinking the same thing. Let's go.
Well, MJ still places very well on this chart. He isn't in his own galaxy, as Jimmy High Roller would say. But just hear me out. Now, I did the same thing with the top 25 mid-range shooting seasons since 1997. Once again, we have total mid-range makes on the y-axis and efficiency on the x-axis.
Okay. So, yeah, I see what he's doing because he's trying to drive home the point. He is going to be proven as the best dual slasher and mid-range shot taker combined. Because, yeah, LeBron. Okay, who was the competition for Jordan there? Giannis and LeBron? They ain't going to make the cut.
Bryant's MVP 2008 season places lower than I expected, closer to 2005 Rip Hamilton than anything. 2018 LaMarcus Aldridge is a sleeper pick for mid-range assassins. 2003 T-Mac was just a scoring warrior. We have 2014 KD, along with 2013 Melo in the same area. Some real all-time great mid-range shooting seasons that people sleep on.
That KG right
are
there?
Campaigns like 2008 KG, 2022 DeMar DeRozan,
Nice.
and 2011 Dirk Nowitzki. But where is early 90s MJ again? Well, he'd be all the way up here.
Dang.
Once again, Michael Jordan's makes were adjusted for an 82-game season, and he still has more than 170 mid-range makes, and then the next closest competitor.
That's crazy. Because if you remember Dirk in his prime, how often? I mean, he'd just catch the ball in the post and one leg fadeaway jumper. Like, it was like every other play, if not even more than that. And to see a difference of, like, what, more than 150 right there?
2011 Dirk, while having the fourth highest efficiency in this chart with this insane amount of volume. Now we've established the greatest slashing and mid-range scoring seasons
together.
of tracking data history. But how does the relation of these two areas of dominance put together look like? Can a player truly dominate both the paint and the mid-range at the same time? Or are players pretty much forced to pick a zone? Well, to find this out, I took the top 25 seasons from both sides and of course put them on a chart. The y-axis being total mid-range makes and the x-axis being total paint makes. Let's take a look at this. Chris Paul's 2014 season is great, but not as much stacked up against other greats. 2011 Dirk fails to compete in paint scoring despite his unreal mid-range success. 2013
LeBron's not going to make it there because of his poor mid-range shooting.
08 Pierce and 08 Garnett fall near the middle, along with 2023 D-Book, 2017 Kyrie, 2021 Kawhi, and 2020 Jimmy Butler, all hovering in the 200s and high 100s for total makes in both areas. Making our way to some real impressive seasons though, dominions of both areas. We have seasons like 2003 T-Mac, his counterpart 2003 Kobe, 2022 DeMar, 01 Allen Iverson, and 2017 Russell Westbrook. However, the real best of the best are seasons like 09 Dwayne Wade, 2017 DeMar, 2013 LeBron James, and 2025 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And then you have Michael Jordan from 1990 to 1992.
Shit. Damn. Yeah, and like you said, that's the Jimmy High Roller moment right there. That's insane. But he's the best. You know, some of you in the comments have been saying it, and I'm starting to come around to it because it's just true, isn't it? He's the best shooter of all time. He's the best shooter of all time. If you talk about the best three-point shooter of all time, I'll be saying Steph Curry. The best shooter in general. That includes layups, free throws, mid-range, deep shots, whatever. All of them combined, it's freaking Michael Jordan.
Once again, adjusted for 82 games, Jordan has by far the most mid-range makes of all time, while only paling in paint makes to 2025 Shai Gilgeous.
Jordan always talks about the game within a game. Look at the proof. 511 to 516 versus, paint versus mid-range jumpers. Complete balance.
All time, while only paling in paint makes to 2025 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and 2023 Nikola Jokic. While this chart doesn't take efficiency into account, and Michael Jordan was known for taking a lot of shots, I'd like to remind you that MJ shot 59% from the paint and 51% from mid-range.
That's crazy. The thing is, you say, he jacked up a lot of shots. That makes it harder to have a good percentage.
Numbers that are still undeniably great even in today's game. So is Michael Jordan the definitive greatest mid-range plus slasher combo scorer basketball's ever seen? Well, due to a lack of data, it's impossible to really know that. Sorry, Chokeball 3. However, does Michael Jordan have the highest slashing plus mid-range combo scoring peak ever?
Yeah.
Well, based on the hard tangible evidence we have, I think you can make a pretty good argument for it.
Dang, man, that was a banger. All right, that's going to do it for that one. This is not what I was expecting, because he started out with just like talking about series, and I was speculating about that. That was a really interesting video. The eye test, I could always see he balanced out his game when it came to how often he was driving versus how often he would take the ball in the post for a midi, occasional ISOs, but usually he's playing within a system. But to see it that close, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a game within a game thing. And I talk about it often when if I'm breaking down a full game or something like that. You got to keep the defense honest. And Jordan was elite at this. And so was Bird and really the smartest scorers of all time. They were the best at this because they understood what it's like if you're on the opposite end and you're the one defending these people. If you're just going to do the same thing over and over and over again, say you're just going to drive to the basket 10 out of 10 times, I'm going to sag off you by 4 feet. Good luck getting by me. I figured you out now. But if you're going to switch off every other time, you don't know when it's coming. You sag off, jumper in your face. You play me tight, I'm driving right by you. You got a forearm to my back. All right, fadeaway jumper. Did that one to the left. Next time, okay, you're playing me to the left. Fadeaway jumper to the right. If you do the game within the game like that, it is impossible to predict what a scorer like Michael Jordan is going to do. And it's not like you can just take it easy because he's shooting 40% or something. No, the guy's shooting above 50%. You have to play him. Excuse me. So I don't even know. But yeah, it's just funny for me to see when numbers back up what the eye test has been telling us all along. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I love this kind of stuff. And in fact, I love this freaking channel. You guys go check out Eddie Buckets. How he only has 13,000 subscribers blows my mind. I don't know. The link is down below, you guys, in the description if you want to go check out his channel and subscribe over there. Leave him a comment. Let him know where you came from. All that good stuff. It's up to you. The link is down there. But anyways, you guys, hope you enjoyed this one. And it was kind of nice not to get the 93 93 NBA Finals mentioned, because I totally thought, like, about 2 minutes in, I'm like, oh crap, it's about to happen again, isn't it? So it was nice to take a little break from that, and I got nothing left to say. The numbers line up with what my eyes saw. So yes. Am I surprised? I mean, the only thing I'm surprised at with this is how level his drives versus his outside shooting is, how balanced that is. But outside of that, I think I've hit a point with Michael Jordan where, like, I can't get shocked anymore, because it's just like, yep, sounds like MJ. Sounds like MJ. It's kind of like if I look at a stat line and I see Wemby has 10 blocks tonight, I'm like, yep, that's Wemby. You spoiled me. All right, guys, I am out of here. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't liked the video, please like it now. And like I said, the link for Eddie's channel is down below. Okay, you guys, hit that subscribe plus if you want to support my channel. I appreciate you all for watching, and hopefully you had a good time as well. Guys, the most important thing here is to be water, my friends.